What's up, everybody? This is the Lazy Farmer. My name is Kurt H. How y'all doing? And welcome back to Railroader. And yep, like the title of the video says, Bryson's now open and contracts have been taken. So I've been playing. Yeah, I admit it. I've been playing. Been playing without you. It happens. So let me get my timer going because we only do 2 hour streams. I find that that's probably about the best. I think people can hang for like 2 hours, and it's like watching a movie. So get my timer going. All right, 2 hours is set. We're on. We're okay. We're ticking down. I never count the lead in. That's just cheap. All right. Anyway, so coffee's made. We're gonna get going. And there's my dude. Dude standing right there. All right. So we've got contracts that we need to take. Oh yeah, we did. We've already turned on all the contacts. Let me tell you what I've done. So, like I said, playing with you guys. Well, without you guys here, I am currently. What was it? Day 8. This is episode 2, 3, 4, something like that. But this is day 8 in the game. And my finances, I have 4,609. I'm still solvent. I have not taken any loans. I'm not going to take any loans. I don't want to take any loans. So, to that end, since contracts are up and are actually working, let me go back to their locations, contracts. So, like the Whittier Sawmill, the way they did with the new update, I like this. You automatically can take the contract or turn the contracts off if you quit, terminate contract. But once you start a contract, it doesn't stop. And I had that happen before the update. I took a contract and I had to, deliver X number of cars in a certain day, and then the contract would expire. No, this now. I like this new update. You take a contract and it stays. So 8 cars a day is what they're asking for. I've got 8 sitting over here. I don't want to take this one yet. I'm going to run all the way down here. Because what I'm going to do is I am going to start logging and at least get that started. And so that's a little trick that I have learned. And what we will do, let's see, we got to pull out of there. I actually got a little more confident in running the road trains as well too. So left control and F, drop a fusee right there. So I'm going to come down here and I'm going to select this guy, and we're going to go ahead and just set the switches. I know up into Connolly, everything's already aligned. So, and the other little trick I noticed too, I didn't know, and everybody else is probably going to go, duh. But if I hover over that particular locomotive number 1, and hold down the control key and click on it, I get the control page for that. It's kind of cool. I don't know. Little trips, little ticks. I can't even talk. Not enough coffee. So, all right, I'm going to select that particular one right there. We're going to go to orders. I want to do road. We're going to reverse him out of here. He will go up to the switch, which is currently lined against him. So I want that to go, and then we're going to have him pull out at about 15 miles an hour. Here he comes. So I got the fusee set all the way back there because I want to make sure that the cars will clear this switch. And then once he pulls out, but in the meantime, while he's pulling out, I want to fly. I do not like the way. Whoa, 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 whoa. What's going on here? Hold on. Come back here. I don't know. I'm just not a fan of the way the camera works. Or maybe it's just me. I just need to get used to it. No, cannot do that. Throw that one. And the other one should be set up to the first area. So I just got to throw that one. All right. Let's get back. Is he coming back? Why is he not coming back? What am I missing down here? Hello. I think he'd be able to release his own. There he goes. Now he's moving. I just expected him to be able to release his own train brake, and apparently he can't do that. Oh yeah, new locomotive purchase too. You're going to see it here as it goes by. I went and I'm experimenting with this one. It's a nice little Mikado. It's a tank one. Small, compact, excellent tractive effort. Made for logging. And I guess that is, all that's to do is just to kind of fix my Jones for not getting a Heisler or a Shea. There's a third one out there. I can't remember. I always forget the name of it. But that's just to fix my Jones. I mean, if I'm going to do logging, trust me, and that's what a lot of what goes on around here. Back in the day, in the Sierras, it was all Heislers and Sheas. And in the Jamestown, there's a Jamestown Rail Park. That's what they got. All right, he stopped. Stopped for a fusee. We're going to have him go forward at 15 miles an hour, and we'll see where he goes. So he should go up since I set the... Oh, get out there. Can I jump on it? There we go. Let's ride it. Let's have some fun today. So yesterday, run 8. We'll talk about yesterday and some issues. Something with run 8, which I don't think is quite right. And I ran into it yesterday, and you guys kind of saw it with the train that I generated for local L011. It happened again today. I was working on the local industries for the other local that comes out at DeWitt Yard. That is in this once again Run 8, the Mohawk and Selkirk subdivisions. And I generated a train that was almost, and when I actually, after I got all the industries all configured and everything, generated a train that was about 10,000 feet long. And there's no way. I mean, I had cars, and this has been kind of a little bit of a sticking point with me in Run 8, that if I set up a train and say I want it for all the industries that are on local L012, to me it seems like that Run 8 should look at those industries and say, okay, I've got cars, that industry is ready for cars, even though it has cars sitting there, but those cars have been turned. In other words, they've gone from your loads to empties or empties to loads, whatever the industry needs. If they're re-tagged, then I need to have cars to come in to replace those. And if the industry takes 3 cars, then I'm going to get 3 cars. But I have an industry. When I set up the local, I said I had to come in. The one industry that I'm thinking of right now that only gets 3 cars, got 20 in the train. I don't understand that. Why it does that? Why it's so. Anyway, tomorrow's stream. Well, actually, tomorrow I'm not going to be. Well, in the afternoon maybe, because my son and my daughter are going to come by and visit tomorrow. I'm excited by that. So that's their Christmas visit. Instead of waiting until after the first of the year, they're going to do it on the beginning of the year. Beginning of the year. Beginning before Christmas. So, anyway, So I've got some things to show you. And I will have it set up so that you guys can see my spreadsheet and what I'm doing to make trains that are perfect for the locals. What's up, Hank? How you doing? Good afternoon to you too, sir. All right. So, and actually, Hank, you asked me a question about this particular game, and I'm going to call this a game. I'm not going to call this a simulator. Run 8's a simulator. This is a train game. And I guess the big difference is, I mean, the physics are not as accurate as they would be like in Run 8, and there's got the money component where we're working industries to make money. So anyway, that being said, we're actually trying, like I said, we're trying to make money, so I want to get the logging going. Okay, anyway, I know this is going up. He's going to be fine. Let's go back to the other locomotive, and we're going to connect to that consistent cars that came in, and follow. All right. Oh, you know, I just realized I didn't even hold down the control key, and I got that. Let me try something here. Yep. I only have to hold down the control key. Just click on. I am stupid in so many ways. I am researching your question from Discord. I've seen someone mention how to limit train link, but trying to find it. Okay, if you can find that, Hank, that'd be great. I kind of looked into it. And pretty much, I didn't do a deep dive, but pretty much what I did come up with was and it's what I'm going to talk about tomorrow, and I'm going to save that. That's my teaser. I'm not going to go anywhere. I'm going to tease that. So, but with what you and I are doing, with you being on the Pittsburgh line and me being in Mohawk and Selkirk, I did the two local industries that were on the two locals that I'm working. Those tags have been changed, so now there's a chance that I will get cars tagged for your railroad. And I'm still wondering on the tag. I'm still considering the tag for what you would use to send me when you send me your trains. But it is definitely going to work, and I think if you understand why, I think obviously you understood why I took Finger Lakes, and anyway, the spur that comes off of Finger Lakes is where I'm going to spawn your trains, and then I will actually drive them into Finger Lakes onto the appropriate tracks so that they will get swapped out. And I still need to configure that. I did not configure those right. Because right now they're going to come in, tag for me, and they're going to turn around and be tagged for you. So I need to put in all the different industries and everything. So, but anyway, that's my problem on my end. So, but the idea is that I'm going to spawn the train not in the yard, but out of the yard, and then I'll just drive the train in and put it where I need to. Don't worry about the length of the consist, because if I have to split the train and put it on two different tracks, then that's what I will do. So that's on me. So I hope that kind of makes things as clear as mud. Wait a minute. Whoa! You're leaving without me! No. Alright. Darn track that it's on. So I'm right there. So actually what I need to do is I need to come here like this, and then I need to pretty much and left control T, jump in. Oh, I was in the wrong button here. Do it again. I'm trying to get to the track. There's some, I got some things I think they need to work on. Once again, this is early access. So, there we go. All right, I've got this one. Let's go ahead and we're going to connect to this consist. Let's see, and then I think my rail cars. Oh, you know what? I think my I left the passenger cars. And I think I bought a new, you guys saw the new train, the new locomotive that I bought. I did buy another passenger car. I got a observation car. There's a little bonus for your passengers. But now that I've opened up Bryson, I almost need another rail car. So give me 2, give me 3. So we're going to go ahead and back up here. Hank, I'm going to throw it out there, man. If you get this, if you get Railroader for Christmas, I think you're going to like it. I really do. It's now becoming, well, let's see. Like I said, my number one game has always been Lord of the Rings Online. I haven't even looked at Lord of the Rings Online. I got up this morning, and the first thing I did was jump in Run 8 and start doing configurations. Spawning trains over there, that's a different issue. We'll talk about that tomorrow. Enough for Run 8. I'm in Railroader. But I'm always going to talk about Run 8, honestly, to be honest with everybody, because Run 8 is so good. And if you're looking for a real simulator that you can use and to honestly pretend that you are looking at your own virtual model railroad, Run 8 is it. I got a problem here. This is closed. Why is this closed? Run down to the bottom. I want to check this one down here. Okay, this angle cock is closed, which is as it should be. This angle cock down here should not be closed. If you're wondering why, it's called bottling error. And as a matter of fact, last night I found a great video. It is listed in my favorite videos. About from Union Pacific, and it's about why bottling error is wrong. And it's a long video, and they go into kind of a little bit of a repetitive piece, but it's really good. Let's go ahead and set some brakes here on this guy. About why and the physics, and this applies to, once again, not so much here in Railroader, but in Run 8, because the physics are spot on. Why bottling error is absolutely wrong to do, and it gets into the physics of Pascal's law and Charles's law, and how it affects the train, how it affects a cut of cars if you bottle error. And I've noticed some other video. Now, yeah, I watch a lot of other people's YouTube videos out there on, and I know especially in Railroader, there's a couple of YouTubers that go back and they close all the angle cocks. I don't do that. Am I strictly 100%? This is how you do things? Absolutely not. You see me run through cars as they're moving, and I mean, I play. But in things like bottling air, no, I don't want to do that. And there's a reason why. And if you want to know why, you can go to my playlist, my favorite videos. It just got put up there. I just put it in there last night. It's really good, and especially if you're a Run 8 player, don't bottle your air in Run 8. I like coffee. Okay, what have I got? Now, we don't have consist. Now, I do have a switch list. Oh, let me talk about that. I figured out that one, what my issue was. And basically, if I can find it, character, that's okay, that's basic there. And crews. Okay, so the main crew, basically, in order to get the switch list to populate, I had to create a crew. So the main crew is what I called it. I should rename it as the Lazy Crew. I could delete that. But I'll leave it the way it is. I should have been. I just didn't realize that I could. I should have called that the lazy crew. What was I thinking? Anyway, so I created this. So I created a crew, and this is beneficial if you play multiplayer. You can create a crew and put people on different crews, and you can give them, as you can see here, you can give them certain equipment on those crews. This belongs to you. You use it. That's pretty cool. So anyway, employees, Lazy Farmer, crews, I added myself to that and gave myself the equipment. And then once I created the crew, when I get to, and you'll see it in Whittier, I'm going to go up to the main window and I will see what needs to be done in that area and create the switch list. So for right now, we're just going to get in the seat here. Hank, where'd you go? We'll lean out. Come off the brakes. We'll go forward. $11 cars, 532 tons. I did get my diesel stand right here. You see that? So when I eventually get diesel on this, but I'm not going to go there right away. I'm also going to do something a little different too. The only contract, well, the only milestone, it's not really a contract, it's a milestone. Things are available, Bryson Bridge to Fontana, I can do that one. Diesel fueling station to Bryson, I might do that, $262. That way the next car, I'll pay the $262 after today, get the next car. Purchase a track to Silva, I want to do that. And then signals Whittier to Bryson, I want to do that. So Silva is all of this. Thomas Valley, Wilmot, which is a station there in there, Barker's, Hoey, Dillsboro, Silva's here, and get the interchange track all through here. This is where the class 1 is at. I want to open that up. I'm not seeing, and I really haven't paid attention, but everybody's gone Bryson and on, and there's one YouTuber, seems like a decent guy, but he's also not, well, he didn't have run 8, right? It should be on reset. I don't know why I'm looking at it. I should be on reset to reverse, going to be pulling out onto it. This is the next one I want to look at. You can hear the sound in that. Oh, you know what? I just realized too. I think I'm going to turn the sound down. Let me take a look at that real quick. Probably blast. I am blast. No, I'm actually kind of lower on this one. But I think what I will do is, so I did turn it up for me. I'm going to take it down a little bit for my buds. There we go. There we go. Throw that one to normal. All right. Keep expanding your access. I'm going to expand my access, but I'm going to go the other way. I'm going to go to Silva. I'm going to go all the way down there. The interchange yard down there. I don't know what it looks like. I don't care. I'm just going to go that direction. You go ahead and slow down because, no, I do. Okay, I'm pulling in. Good. There's my cars. See, they show up main crew. Alright, let's bring this to a stop. I think I got it. 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 I think I got it So, things that have happened. Oh, I'm getting a little low on coal. Things that have happened. Look at this. I don't know if you guys saw this. Railroad operational safety. I'm at 92%. Yeah, I'm had an accident. I wasn't paying attention. I was playing. I was tired. It was late at night for me, and I slammed into this particular car with that locomotive over there and hit it at greater than 3 miles an hour. I think I was like almost 7 miles an hour. I wasn't that fast, but it was like, oh crap, I got it. And I couldn't slam on the brakes in time. No emergency. I tried. But anyway, 82% damage here, 82% damage on the tender. So at the end of that session, I had to stick both this car and the locomotive into the shop to get it fixed. Locomotive was fixed really fast, but this car here, and actually it impacted because I had to go a day without doing any passengers, so my passenger performance went down to less than 100. So, but I'm at 108% right now. I'm back up again. I was at 96. I'm back up to 100%, or 108, but 100% on passenger, 100% on freight. So, but yeah, no, it was not pretty. So anyway, that happened too. So damaging your cars can happen. It can. Let's see, open window. I want to go ahead and open up window. What do I got? Freight. Okay, so now that I've got the train crew, I was pointing that out. Since I got the crew set up and I added myself to the crew and I added my cars to the crew. So what do I have? I've got this now. Now I can go in, I can look at passengers. These are my passengers. I got 26 for Ella, 34 for Bryson. So I got enough. Front car can take 60, back car can take 25. So we'll do that here in just a moment. Freight, we got Appalachian. No, these cars are currently here in Whittier. That's on the other track. Appalachian Hardwoods. We got a couple cars, Bryson Lumber and Coal, Bryson Lumber, Coal and Supply, Bryson Team Track, Standard Oil, that's all Bryson. Whittier Sawmill. Oh, I had 3 cars for Whittier Sawmill. I could have worked that first. I think I'll go ahead and I'll save that for last. And then we've got the sawmill. I got 4 cars in the sawmill for the interchange, so we're going to go ahead and leave those. I've got nothing else here for Whittier. Awesome. Okay. So let's go take a look at this consist, and then we'll hook up and we'll head for Ella. I've got nothing here. Since most of these cars are for Bryson, that'll work. So this car, Whittier Sawmill, and Whittier Sawmill. This one is Bryson Team Track. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to set the brake on that. Close that angle cock, open that up, leaving the other one open. Talked about bottling air. It's just not done. All right, we're going to pull back and we're going to leave these 3 cars over here on this track. That's my plan. I'm sticking to it. So I think I started to say, Hank, you were asking about keyboard controls. There are keyboard controls. I actually read through some of the paperwork on this thing. There are keyboard controls. You can use the GUI if you want. You can do keyboard controls if you want. There's the option there. It's up to you. And once again, we're doing it slow because nothing is fast in railroading. All right, we're going to pull forward. I'm I mean, I'm pull forward, pull back. What am I saying? Pull forward. Alright, that one is set to normal. And that one, we're going to set this one to normal too, but we really don't want to go past this switch if we can avoid it. In fact, proper railroading, we'll try to stop here and see if we got, if we're sitting on that switch, it's fine. I'm going to go to reverse. We got some hornage action down there. We're going to go ahead and let's get this thing started. No, I give them a little bit of credit. I actually use the little vent. I forgot what they call them now. And it does make the train start out a little, especially at slower speeds, makes it start out a little bit better. So, all right, let's pull back here. God, I love trains. I feel, you know what? I was having a conversation at work with somebody. He looked at me, and all he said was he just like stopped and went, "Oh my God, you're Sheldon." And I knew exactly what he was talking about. He's right. I am Sheldon. I'm a nerd. I'm a computer nerd. Fairly intelligent, several degrees, but I love trains. I am Sheldon Cooper from Big Bang Theory, or Young Sheldon. All right, come on. Some brakes here. Should be good enough. I think we're clear. We are clear of the foul, so I'm going to go ahead and leave them sit on this particular switch because I'm the only train working this. Nobody else is going to come. Set a handbrake. And close that angle cock on the tender. Leave that one open. Open the couplers. Then we go a little bit faster. All right. Now, if I didn't stop, I could have pushed back a little bit and blocked that crossing. I would have been clear of that. But nah, I need people. People need to get to this too. We're not going to block it. Are you socially awkward? You know what? Some ways I am. Some ways I am. Yeah, I'm just gonna let it go that way. I'll just like, yeah, really? You want me to do what? But in other ways, no. Well, a lot of people would actually tell me that my daughter is a social butterfly and she got it from me. So, all right. I don't think Sheldon was actually socially awkward. He was more just because of his level of intelligence. He was fairly arrogant, and yeah, I can be that way sometimes as well too. But the other thing is, I fight when I know I'm absolutely 100% right. There's two sides to this coin. The first side is if I know I'm 100% absolutely right, I will fight for what I believe. But then again, if I'm proven wrong, I own it. All right. So, and we're going to go ahead and take off the handbrake. All right, so we're going to pull forward and then push back into those cars, and then we'll load the passengers. Because for their safety, we really don't want them in the cars while we're connecting. But they're in there waiting. They bought their tickets. They're waving it at the ticket vendor. Why are we not loading? He's here. No, he's not. He's not here. cylinder cock. That's what it's called. That's what it's called. That's what this is down here. Close that off. Bye, peeps. I'll tell you one thing. This is an extreme. And it has caused me to really convince myself that, yeah, Run 8 needs more scenery. And I think that's why I've been down in southeastern area. And now I'm up in the northeastern area, Mohawk, Selkirk area. You know, I mean, I get it. I mean, Southern California's deserty, guys. I mean, it's not all beaches and palm trees and stuff. That's the coastal area. But it's better than what Run 8 makes it look like. Now, in and around some of the yards and stuff, yeah, it's going to look nasty. I mean, we don't want to do modern day, but you know, now it's like when you go down the rails, all you're going to see are tent cities everywhere. But still, I mean, little high rail simulations they do. I mean, the 2 areas that they're working on, 3 areas actually now with Pittsburgh. I mean, it's real pretty areas. Run 8 though, doing Southern California, and even Northern California did all right on too. So, because you go through the mountains and it's got some scenery and stuff up there, but they could have gone a little bit more with the trees, especially. I mean, honestly, it's wooded like this as you're going over the Sierra Mountains. Oops. Yes. Stop. All right. Come to a stop. Oops. Neutral. Now I can go. 1. Okay. Brakes are on and in neutral. That's the closest thing to a 3-step. I mean, I could probably have put the handbrake on the tender too. That'd be the 3rd step. Neutral, brakes on, handbrake on, 3-step. There we go. I'm not going to do the handbrake. We'll do 2-step. All right, going in reverse, brakes off. Hey, how you doing? It's my birthday today. Happy birthday, 770. What's up? Cheers to you. Go out and buy a pint on me. Just walk into any pub and just say, Lazy Farmer said I can have a pint, and see what they do. The first thing was they would just look at you. Second thing, they would be like, yeah, right, mate, pay me. But, if you are lucky, okay, did I remember to, yeah, if you're lucky, on my 21st birthday, where I lived, there was a British pub, and the guy who owned it would only hire people that were from the United Kingdom or the Commonwealth. So they had Australians, New Zealanders, people from UK. You know, I mean, it was great. They were great people, great times. And I walked in there on my 21st birthday. And he looked at me and he goes, right, May, I need to see ID. And I was waiting for it. I'm like, yeah, you got it, bud. And I threw my ID at him and he looked at it and he goes, oh, you're 21. Oh, wait, you're 21 today. He goes, are you here by yourself? I said, no, I got my 3 buddies with me. He goes, okay, well, because it's your birthday, drinks are on the house for you and your buddies as long as you're here. Oh, that was a mistake. By the time we were done and we closed the place down, I vaguely remember him saying that we drank an entire keg of Bass Ale. Yeah. I don't remember my mom showing up. Oh. I just don't like the camera. Oh, I don't like the camera. Okay, that's set right. And I'm coming down that track. Okay. So, anyway, you should, yeah. Not in the town I live anymore, and trust me, there's nothing more than I would like than to have a British pub in this town. But, yeah, Central California. The people in Central California wouldn't know what to do with British pubs. First of all, you don't find a whole lot of tequila in a British pub. At least that's been my experience. So anyway, there's a reason behind it, and I think a lot of it has to do with that. I don't know. I mean, it's kind of like a common thing over there with your drinking age being at 18. Our kids are stupid. I'll be honest with you. I mean, very few of them are responsible. Maybe that's on the parents. But I mean, it's sad. I work at at a school, and it's always sad when you see a student that decent student, not the best, not the greatest. Of course, I always live by the philosophy that there is no such thing as a bad student. They're all good students that make bad decisions. All right, that's why we don't. See how those cars move back? Even though it was under 5 miles an hour, we still hit kind of hard. So that is why we don't let passengers in those cars. All right. Let's see, I'm going to open this up, move this out of the way because passengers. Oh, it doesn't show it that way. Oh, well, never mind. I think I'm good. Anyway, so, and just to give you an idea that at this school every year, and all the school, I mean, we're not the only one that does it. Schools all around the United States do this. We get our drama people and the local fire departments, police departments, CHP, and even down to the jail. And we simulate what happens when you're driving under the influence, and we take a real life accident and recreate it in our student parking lot, even to the point that Life Flight flies in and will load up the victims. It's really dramatic, and for the majority of our students it hits home. But we always get those that just can't make that right decision, and we see them. They graduate, good student, graduate, congratulations, and then within a year we see their name in the paper and they're in the obituary section, because they just can't make that good decision. So I don't know if you have that issue like that over there. It just seems that maybe there's I don't know, more of a responsibility piece. And yeah, I mean even yeah, it's I mean unfortunately, yeah, we've had to crack down on that. So and it doesn't mean just because it's 21 here, I mean honestly, oh, it's 19 now. Okay. Um yeah, since it's in England. Um let's say I don't know, it's just I mean, yeah, it's just I mean there's a lot of I mean there's I know that there's like public transportation is bigger over there than it is here. The attitude, especially here in Cali, is that you know what, it's my car, I'm going to drive. Um, and it's not just the kids too; the adults make the stupid decisions like that. So, and I think just overall, anywhere you go, people are going to make stupid decisions. So, but for it to be 21 out here, there's like I said, there's if it's 21 here, and not, and trust me, this state, oh my God, they want to do everything like Europe. You know, and we're not Europe. We're the United States. Don't. That's not. Europe is not our identity, even though we've come from there. And you know, and we're a melting pot, but it's not our identity. Let's stop being Europe. Let's you know, let's do our own identity, our own thing. Um, but all that being said, I mean, there's a reason why it's 21, and there's a reason why even here in the state, you know, you know, you can get your license at 16, but you still can't drive a car unless you have an adult in the car until you're like 21. So it's yeah, it's because of decisions. Not sure to be honest, it's not a big thing. I don't think, but I wouldn't say British 18-year-olds are irresponsible. Okay, well, I mean, I mean it's a physiological thing. I mean, we already know that. Um, Hang on, I gotta change this. I'm gonna go passengers. We're gonna go to Ella and then Bryson. We're gonna copy to this other car right here. So right now we're loading up all the passengers as I'm talking here. Let's get back to railroading. Anyway, happy birthday to you anyway. All right, let's go ahead and get that. And we're going to release that handbrake. And we're going to open this angle cock. All right. Okay. So we're just waiting for, let's see, the switch list. All right, so Whittier is where I'm at right now, and of course all these cars are in this consist. These three are sitting here in Whittier, and then those two right there, Whittier Sawmill, those are back in where I was at. All right, so there's that. No passengers waiting. We are out of here. Seat. Hang out the window. Oh, I didn't put the brakes on. Shame on me. You drive a 16 here. Well, I mean, you can get your learner's permit here, and with a learner's permit, you can ride as long as there is a licensed adult with you. But now they've also changed it. Even if you get your license at 16, you still kind of have to have a responsible adult with you. What's a responsible adult? Yeah, cheers, brother. We're gonna have to get going soon. I have to read my for church tomorrow. There you go. Okay. Oh, catechism. Okay, gotcha. So, gotcha. Yeah, well, go study for you. Go study for that. I was going to go to church tomorrow. I got that phone call from my daughter this morning. Are you going to church tomorrow? No, why? Are you going to come down? She's like, yeah. I said, you want to go to church with me? She's like, I don't have time. Because she's in the process of getting married, and then she ended up, I guess her maid of honor lives about an hour south of me, and so the maid of honor has some things to do tomorrow, so they got to meet around 12 noon, between 12 and 1. Go over some stuff. That's good. They modeled some really good stuff. I mean, I pointed out that, you know, on an earlier stream that you can actually see the brake shoes applying against the wheels. The change, I noticed too on one of the locomotives that you can actually see when you put it in forward reverse, you can see the linkages change for that as well. And even in like this one here, a lot of the stuff is underneath or in the center between the wheels. If you look at it, you can actually see it kind of shift as you're changing your reverser as well too. So it's pretty cool. I mean, they did a good job modeling these. I'm just putting it out there. Please, you know, can you guys model and add a Shay and a Heiser? That would be cool, especially for logging. All right, man. Merry Christmas to you. Happy New Year. And go be good. Go celebrate. But celebrate responsibly. But above all, have fun. Happy 19th to you, brother. Have a good one. I like that coming off. You know, it never ceases to amaze me. I keep saying this. Never ceases to amaze me that as nobody messages me until I start streaming. And then all of a sudden I get messages. But that's why I have it blocked on my phone right now. Ooh, I'll go a little fast. Slow this thing down. I've yet to derail. I don't want it to. But speed is 30 miles an hour in this area. I think I've gone over the speed too. I think that's where my operational safety, well, like I said, I had the accident and I think my operational safety's gone down because I've oversped. I wasn't paying attention. I oversped by a lot. At 92? Alright, here we go. A little bit of horn action. That's the station sign right there. This is my signal to the station that I'm coming in. They should have heard that off in the distance. Hank, you know what? I don't think there is. I think part of it is where the train spawns. And once again, I'm talking about run 8, guys. It's about where the train spawns. So if you have, you go to spawn a train somewhere and there's a switch toward the rear somewhere that's set against that train. Ooh, slow this thing down. Hang on, let me finish my thought here. We got to go ahead and try to All right. Whoa. Oh, that'll work. I could have gone straight, but that'll work. I'll take right between the centerpiece of the car and put them right on that platform is what I'm trying to do. All right, and put it back into neutral. All right, ladies and gentlemen, it is okay to disembark. All right, so going back to what you're saying. So in run 8, when you spawn a train and you say you select it for locals, it's going to give you whatever it can fill in that spot where you want it to spawn. And I think that's a mistake. I think that's something that they need to fix in an update. That the spawning needs to look at. So like in my case, if I say I'm spawning a train for local L012, L012, then it needs to look at the industries that are connected to L012 and how many of those cars were tagged, ready to come out of the industry. So I'm going to replace those cars. If the industry is empty, that industry could take two cars, and I'm going to spawn 2 cars for that industry. That's what it really needs to do, and I don't think that they got down or drilled down that deep. So, but I came up with a solution, and it has nothing to do with where I spawn the train and how the switches are set. But that'll be for my stream tomorrow. I have that one set for tomorrow afternoon. And I do plan on showing everything, not just run 8 and talking about it, but I plan on showing everything, and you'll see what I'm doing. So anyway, all right. So how are we doing here? First of all, 29 passengers waiting. Who are we waiting for? We got 29 passengers waiting to go back to Whittier. We'll get them on the return trip. All right, I have East Whittier interchange. So I have a Ella House one ready to go back. We're going to add that to the switch list, but we'll get that on the return trip as well too. And that should be this one over here. Farm Supply is still doing good. 31 tons on that bar, 45 there. All right, so but that car we'll grab that on our return trip. So other than that, we're going on, guys. I'm gonna put. Why am I throwing that in the reverse? Come on. All right. Oh, we'll just go on. Sit down, lean out. it's already flipped. We're good. Okay. We're good. And we get to see the run to Bryson first. It's pretty. You gotta blow the horn for the bridge. Stand by me. Kids are running. All right, Hank. I will be here driving the train. All right, so we got some up and down grades here. So I got to watch my speed. Now, if I wanted to, I could also do this. This up, go to orders, go to road, we're in forward, set for 25 miles an hour. So he'll maintain about 25 miles an hour. I'm gonna set to 30. I'll let this guy, I'm gonna let the AI drive it. I'm gonna sit back and just enjoy the view. I'll leave that panel up. I'm gonna move over here, get out of the way. To make money. We'll get to Bryson. I think before we work the cars in Bryson, I'm gonna need to work the log. I haven't even thought about I didn't even pay attention to see if I got the notice that my logging train came to an end. That one's simple. I set that up, let the AI take it up. He gets the first spot, he'll pull in, and I just drop four cars there for him. Alright, this is Governor's Island sighting. Governor's Island sighting right here. So if you have more than one person playing and you're gonna have it meet, that's a perfect spot. One person pulls out, the other person comes through, or vice versa. A lot of opportunities to blow the whistle through here. A lot of crossings. Good post right there. I will have to say one thing about Run 8 that I'm disappointed in is resources like Twitch. Alright, come around here, gotta get ready to come to Bryson. So I'm taking over here in just a minute. But like Twitch, YouTube, they don't have it listed as a viable game or simulator. So if you type in Run 8 or Train Simulator, it doesn't come up. So you can't flag it. So I got to do my own tags and that stuff. And that's a little disappointing. And that's my goal. Is I really, as much as as popular as Railroad has become, and everybody has been waiting for it for a while. I mean, it's early access on Steam. This one here. I think Run 8, maybe they should put it on Steam. Maybe that's what... I wonder what they would have to do. Here. All right, Bryson. Let's go ahead and give him a... Welcome to Bryson, everybody. There's our station right there. I got to figure out where everything is in this area. Unlike there's no map. Well, there is a map, but there's no map like what you would have in Run 8. For those people like me that are very tactile. Oh, look how pretty this is. Oh my goodness. It is gorgeous. Gorgeous. I applaud them for what they have done. Alright, I want to stop right here by the window. Same thing as I did last time. We're going to go ahead and start slowing this thing down. A lot. People are going to be flying up against the back end of the car, the front of the cars actually. Alright, come into neutral. Of course we're on crossing here. Alright, let's get out of here. How'd I do on the stop? Let's go take a look. Not too bad. A little off. 92 passengers waiting. See, this is where I need another car. 92 passengers. I got room for 85. Five, four. Okay, so as long as one car, I guess, is in the zone. So that one's empty. This one's empty. $100 for 48 fares. Not bad. All right, so let's take a look and see. We'll leave these cars sitting here. Which one's that one? Let's pull this up. Switch list. All right, so we have in Bryson Team Track. That's that one right there. Okay. So SAL 51, see 5185.6 needs to go there. Bryson Lumber and Coal, Appalachian. I need to go find out. And then Standard Oil, wherever that's at. Okay. So we need to go find these guys. But the first one is right here. If I open this up freight-wise, I got nothing. So all my switch list is right in here. Nothing to pick up, but lots to set out. So we're going to go ahead and set the brake. Close the angle cut. Oh, I wish you could do that without having to look at it. Close the angle cut. But then the truth is you have to get between the cars anyway. So, all right. Wow. Hmm. Should have pulled into here. I could actually, I'm not loading any passengers, so I could actually push back, pull up. Is that a Y? Ooh, it is a Y. All right, if I ever need to turn a locomotive. Now I'm not doing, I'm just pushing. Basically get water right there. Bryson, okay, Bryson Lumber and Coal right there and there. So I think I got a coal car that needs to sit there. The other one, I'll probably put them both. Well, it makes sense. Put the coal there, put the other one down here, but okay. So there's that. And Appalachian hardwoods around the corner. Standard oils around the corner too. Okay. So I have 3 cars. One here, one back there. Let's get to work. Right. Push back on this. Why am I not going anywhere? Did I? Oh, you know what? I know why. I'm up against a coupler. And a handbrake because it's not showing up here. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and push back though. At which point I need to do that one and bleed that one as well. There we go. Brakes are no longer set. Look at that. Almost like I know what I'm doing. I think I can come all the way down to here. Don't think I need to go all the way down there. Just need to switch. All right. 2 handbrakes on. Not too shabby. Right by the lamppost where I wanted to be. Off. More than clear. All right. And we're going to push in. We want to get in. I want to get into that yard is what I want to do. So I need to get past this right here. And then we'll start working cars. I mean, really, if I wanted to do this, I would set these cars out and then let the little switcher. And I think we can. I think we do have. We do. We have a little S23 switcher. I wish they showed pictures of what it looked like. $8,000 for that switcher. You can buy a little switcher and just use a little switch engine to set the cars out. KO, how we doing? Remember, short, long. Yeah. Actually, it's long, short, long, crossing over. But anyway, whatever. And no rail driver integration yet, not that I'm aware of. Once again, it's still early access. So they're still working on stuff. Decided being a management focused game is pretty good as a train sim. It's, I don't consider it a train sim, KO. It is about train management. And later on, I mean, I can see as you start to expand it, you're going to be doing a lot more AI and a lot of in-person stuff. But right now, just being up to Bryson, yeah, it works. And actually, even doing like I'm managing a train. Let's go ahead and get this. But no, it is. It's still a very good game. Oops, that's not the one I wanted. Hey, stop. I thought I hit the brake, but no, I didn't. Hit the wrong one. That's what I get for not paying attention again. Well, actually, this railroad's pretty cheap. I don't get paid enough to pay attention. All right, we're gonna stick these cars down this first lead right here. Oh, it is fun. It's KO. It's great fun. Anybody who's a fan of railroading, just in general, I highly recommend it. And especially for an early access game, it plays very, very well. It looks great. It's very pretty. But that's why I always say that if you're looking for a spot on full-on train sim, look at all my videos for Run 8. And especially now with what I'm doing for Selkirk and Mohawk subdivisions and partnering with Hank as well on that too, a handkerchief, sending trains from my map to his map and vice versa. Yeah, I mean, there's things that are doable. It's Run 8 to me would be the virtual model railroad that you would have in your basement. This is, it's a great simulator. But it's more of a game because it's got, I call it a game because it has that financial piece in it. So, and it's a little more forgiving than what Run 8 is. Run 8's physics are, especially for modern era, 1995 to, maybe 2005, that era of railroading. But yeah, this is still an extremely beautiful game, and highly recommend it. My next one will be trains. Thank you to my buddy over there. I'm drawing a blank on his YouTube name now. Not Kerbo. Turbo's good too. He does run 8. Virtual railroad playset like rolling line. No, this is Run 8. There should be a link in my description to Run 8 Studios. It's an independent company, and the guys that actually assembled the game, or like I said, you can see it in my channel. Go look at my playlist. They're actually engineers and conductors for Class 1 railroads. One of them, he's been streaming. He hasn't streamed a lot lately, but he is a conductor for Norfolk Southern. And when the Pittsburgh line came out, that's the line that he goes over almost daily, back and forth. And he said the way the physics are in Run 8 for that line, on how a train operates, is spot on. So, I mean, as Microsoft's Flight Sim was to teaching people how to fly a plane, Run 8 is a train simulator that'll teach you how to properly operate a train. That's just me. Heist is good. I like Heist, but it wasn't Heist. In fact, Heist is part of, at one point, he was part of the development for Derail Valley, I believe it was. And now he's got a new project going of 100 Years of Steam. So I'm kind of waiting to see what that's going to look like. But he's very knowledgeable. Of course, if you ever want to meet Heist in person, I believe he works over at the Colorado Railroad Museum. So, but I'm thinking, gonna make me go look it up. I can't. I'm just drawing a blank on his name. He's a good guy because he's really good with trains, and he just migrated to Trains 2022. And he's been answering a lot of my questions about trains. But when it comes to Run 8, there's some things about Run 8 that he didn't know, and I've been helping him out with that. Who am I following? Let me go look it up. Give me a minute. I have to look it up now. Microchip. Microchip. So good guy. Really good guy. Knows trains very well. Trains is very pretty as well too. Modern railroading. And that was actually one that I looked at early on when I was looking for a train simulator. And the reason I didn't settle on it and others is because pretty much everything is scenario based, which means that once you complete the scenario, the whole thing comes to an end. Run 8 is completely sandbox. And you have scenarios, but those scenarios are what you create. And once they're done, you don't leave the map. You go find another scenario to do. So, and the biggest areas, like where I live, is in California. The biggest map, and with all the DLCs that they have, is Southern California. Seligman, Arizona, to Needles, to Barstow. From Barstow, you can go down to Mojave, or you can go down the Cajon subdivisions. When you buy the base game, it's Needles to Barstow to Mojave. Then you can go down into LA, almost down to Long Beach, and there's rumors that they're working on it down to San Diego. And then, of course, they came out with the Northern California map, which goes from Roseville up and over the Sierra Mountains to Sparks, Nevada, which is like from where I live to where my daughter lives. So that kind of thrilled me. And a lot of my videos working as a solo player has been Northern California. And then you got the Southeast. So that's from Fitzgerald Fitzgerald subdivision in Georgia, down to Waycross, Georgia, down into the A line into Florida. And then you got the Northeast which is Mohawk and Selkirk subdivisions, and then you've got the Pittsburgh. So these are all extra DLCs, and then if you look at this train here, everything looks like, Boxcar, Hopper, Tanker. Well, when you buy Run 8, you get some of those, but most of them are going to be just a boxcar that says Run 8 on it, or a locomotive that says Run 8 on it. Even though it might be a tanker or a center line, it's still going to be a boxcar until you buy the DLC. So yeah, can it be expensive? Yes. But when you look at the amount of hours that I have in Run 8 on all these DLCs, the more I play, the cheaper they actually greatly become, and it's cheaper than Microsoft's Flight Simulator if you buy all their DLCs. Way cheaper. So, and it's worth it. These guys, and it helps these guys out. Like I said, they're an independent crew, so it helps them out to develop more DLCs. And so, but check it out, Run 8 Studios. It's worth it. Microsoft Train Sim, yeah, that's the one that I was initially looking at. Okay, and I'm like, I knew Microsoft had it, and I figured, okay, if Microsoft has Flight Simulator and it is still going strong to this day, I figured, okay, I'll go get their Train Simulator. Well, when I wanted to get my Jones taken care of my model railroad, because I don't have the room for one. I want one, and of course, like everything else I do, it's either go big or go home. So I'm like, I gotta find something to get rid of my Railroad Jones. I don't know why I popped that. Bryson team. Okay, actually, I need that one, but that's okay. I'll pull out and put back into it again. This one is Bryson Lumber and Coal, and then Bryson Lumber and Coal. Maybe I will go ahead and grab all three of those. So if that's the case, I will set that break as well. Let's go ahead and go forward. Yeah, $6,000 on a train. What the heck? Who does that? $6,000 on. I mean, I don't know who would. Yeah. No. I'm having a hard enough time, like, dropping $200 on a rail driver. And since you asked about, do you have a rail driver, KO? And if you do, what are your thoughts on it? I've had discussions with different people. Yes, no, save your money. No, you need to go buy one. Watching different videos on the rail driver. Yeah, I don't know. All right, let's close this angle cock. That one open. Pop that. Pull it off. I'm not going anywhere because same as I did last time. Leave that one. Brakes are still on. That one. This one. Oops. That. Oh, you know what? I still have a. Yep. There we go. I'm just gonna leave those there. Open rails took MS. Yeah, I heard about that too. So your rail driver has been collecting dust. It's cool though, but not many games support it. They've got a large number, but I mean, like a lot of them are like antiquated games that are out there. Like I said, this one's brand new, so I'll have to look on there. They got a very, very active Discord channel, which I just looked at today before I came on. Up over 6,000 subscribers on their Discord channel, and so that would be the place to find out. Are they? I'm gonna pull forward. Yep, pull forward and go into here. Oh shoot! Probably have to get a cold card to come in here too. Let's see. We're coming into here. He's coming slowly, very slowly. Can I get 3 cars in here? Ooh, roundhouse. No way. Oh, yes way. Little derail valley action right here. Oh, good, and it does. That was going to be my next question is, do I have to line it up or is it going to snap into place? That's so cool. Okay, so I got, between this, I can get 3 cars in here. So, but I forgot what my train of thought was on that. So, I mean, so that's like, okay, so for Farming Sim, which I haven't been back to in a long time. I've got Farming Sim 22. I did 17, 19, now 22. And I haven't been on Farm Sim. I think I got only one video out there on Farm Sim. Back in 2017, from SciTech, which is now a Logitech company, I got their steering wheel and side panel, little joystick. And it was good, but it broke pretty darn quick. So where you going, bro? Who's your conductor? Oh wait, that's me. Gotta back up. But anyway, so, and I got it because I mean I was watching a bunch of videos on Twitch and got to know a guy who's a really good guy, Farmer Lord. Hasn't streamed in a long time. In fact, we've become really good friends. And he's kind of wanting me to come out to where he lives to come visit him because the poor guy now has inoperable lung cancer. So that's pretty sad. And he's a very good guy. He's going through all that chemo stuff. There's the track. There we go. Anyway, so but he had the SciTech. He's the one that talked me into it. Never throw the reverser while you have the throttle engaged. Kerbal Space Program. I have that one too. That one's fun actually. I never thought. I gave it a try and I was like, wow, this guy, they're not wrong. That one's fun. Anyway, now I don't know if you've seen the new one that came out. I think it's Logitech came out with a brand new joystick controller for Farm Sim. Or I forgot the company. Maybe it's not. I think it's made for like Thrustmaster steering wheels, but it's a bracket that fits on your desk, so it puts the steering wheel at the exact same angle that it would be if you're inside a combine, and then the joystick is exactly what you would find in a combine. And it looks just tight. It really does. Looks pretty cool. I I just haven't. I mean, but you know what? My SciTech stuff, it broke within like the first 3 months that I had it, and it was the steering wheel. It wasn't the side panel. Side panel was fine. It was the steering wheel. It just was defective, and then they made me jump through hoops. You can't call them. You had to do it all through email. I'm doing stuff, and I had to film myself doing all this stuff for something that was under warranty to prove that it wasn't working. And they have to come to the upshot. He goes, okay, send us your stuff, and then we'll send you a replacement. Which means ultimately they got it, and then they checked it out. Okay, well, then they sent me a replacement. Okay, I finally got one. Well, while it was gone, while it stopped, from the moment it stopped working, I went to using keyboard. And when I got the replacement, I had no interest in even using it. So it's sitting in storage collecting dust like your rail driver is. So that's where I'm at with Run 8. That's where I'm at with this game and others. Why? Yeah, would it be kind of cool to have the the levers for to running locomotives? But then there was a video that I saw. This guy did an unboxing. Oh, hey, that looks really cool. But then he stuck it down in front of his keyboard, and it's no bigger than your keyboard. My impression was I thought it was a little bit bigger than that. And he gave his overall, that the one that he got, it had, a couple of the handles had some play in there. Everything was definitely it was kind of plasticky. So it's like I don't know, he said, yeah, it worked great, but then I've talked to, like I said, I've talked to people that they got it, and the handles wore out pretty quick, but they were pretty savvy enough to go in and put shims in to tighten them up. Some people impressed, some people not impressed, for the price that you pay. The other thing too is I looked at, okay, gotta keep an eye on this. I think I should be able to get, yeah. All right, so this one is Bryson Lumber. Let's go ahead and hit tab to bring these things up. And if I run down here, hover, I can see it highlight right down in here. So that's where that's going to go. I'm not seeing this one up here. So anyway, we're going to go straight back, and we'll drop that boxcar right down here. What's up, Hank? Yeah, zero interest in. You know what? I mean, honestly, I do too. I mean, I kind of want one, but when the budget comes in, the paycheck comes in, and I match it up to the budget and everything else, it's last on the list. It's dead last on the list. And if I can fill things in front of it, I do. Right now, my biggest thing is, I mean, Railroader has convinced me that I need a new monitor. I pulled up the specs on this monitor. I thought I'm monologuing too much. I could have swore I had that flipped. I could have swore I threw that. Anyway, so new monitor, of course, it's the holidays, so monitor was not on the list, so that'll be something that I buy for myself. But there's some other things that I've asked for. Right now, I got my fight with Microsoft right now because I mean, here's the way it goes. They need to come up with a better way of doing something as far as their license key is concerned, because I added more memory to my system. I changed my video card on my system, and they revoked my license key because, oh, it's not the same system that you had. No, I've improved it. My system I built it. Ever since the days of the 8088s. I mean, I learned, and the old Radio Shack TRS-80, I learned the value of building your own computers. Thank you, Radio Shack, for that. And when I changed my video card and maxed out my memory, they said that I violated their license agreement, and I'm fighting with them. And then normally there are people that no, you can get they'll reset your license. For me, for some reason, they won't reset it. So I have this fight going on with them. So it looks like I'm going to lose that because they're just a big corporation. I'm a little tiny guy, and even though I'm talking about how bad they are customer service wise, that what they really need to do is, we've noticed a change in your system. Have you changed your system? What have you done? And I just put in, I've upgraded my memory. I've, respond back to that. I've upgraded my memory. I've upgraded my video card. Oh, in that case, your license key has been reset. That's what they need to do. Just make it an automated thing, but they don't have anything like that. So they make you jump through hoops, and in this day and age, there's got to be a better way. But anyway, I'm all over the place here. There is one new one starting with custom controllers called Switchology. Interesting. I'll have to look at that. I'd rather do a DIY controller. I've seen plenty of impressive ones on YouTube. You know what, Hank? Yes, the one that I saw on YouTube that honestly made me go, really? And it was somebody actually took the console from like an SD40 or SD45, one of those eras, and it's off on the side. So he's got his monitor in front of him, and he's got all the control. Just that, yes, I would love to do that, but that's like wiring and microchips and things like that's not in my bailiwick. But that'd be cool. Switchology I'll look into. I think that'd be pretty cool. Yeah, see, mine was an OEM one too. Well, actually, that's not true. Mine. Well, here's what's okay. Here, I'm going to explain it farther. This is my second system. Okay, and the hard drive came out of my old system into this one, and they didn't flag my license key at that point. All right, and now and then all I did was I've upgraded my video card, and upgraded memory. That was it. And then they flag it. So we're talking new processor, new motherboard, and they don't flag. Okay. Then they flag. You hit the bumper. Pay attention to what you're doing, farmer. We will fire you. We'll have to hire somebody else to come in and run this railroad. Oh, it's on the back end. All right. That one's set. Pulled. Forward. Go ahead. He's answered okay, and he's pulling ahead. Now, I haven't used yard mode on this, but then again, a lot of it is I'm so used to doing this stuff from Run 8 that I just do it here, and it's actually half the fun. And I'll go back to what I was saying about Run 8, because there was somebody that said something in Discord and on a YouTube video that Run 8 is just about running road trains. No, it's not. You can run a road train if you want. I mean, if you want to do, and I've done it. I mean, I've gone from Barstow, California, over the Cajon sub down to LA, or come out of West Colton and go, and head out the UP lines, because that's the beauty of that particular sub is you have both Union Pacific and Burlington Northern Santa Fe, so you can run on either, or they have track rights on some tracks, and other tracks it's just strictly UP or BNSF. So you can run those road trains. I have gotten to the point where I prefer. All right, has he come to a stop? And he has. There we go. He says it's okay to go behind the train. All right, and this one, Good. Let's see if this flags up. Wait, this. I think down here. I can't see it. Yeah, it's going to be up there. Back up a little bit. Yeah, and actually, you know what? You can see it. So the car does have to go. You can see where it lights up right there and doesn't light up down there, even though that one is part of the Bryson Lumber and Coal. So coal does have to go up on that. I like that. I actually do like that. I like the fact that you can just run up to the rails and just, to the ladders and just climb on. You don't have to hit a key like you do in Run 8. So, did the fellow also have a rail driver? Because I've seen one like that. I don't know if he had a rail driver as well too. I think that he got a hold of that stand, Hank. And do I have a favorite Christmas movie? I don't watch Christmas movies as a whole, but I would have to say, what's the Christmas movie with the kid that wants a Red Ryder BB gun, but he'll shoot his eye out. That one kind of just reminds me of my me growing up, because I remember I wanted a BB gun as a kid, and my mom said no. So my mom said no. Not just the old world German side of her. She said no to pretty much everything. She said she would say no and then think about it and say yes. I'm old enough, and you guys might be old enough that I don't know if you guys remember the old TV specials, part of the National Geographics, Jacques Cousteau. Well, that guy, honestly, he really sparked my curiosity about scuba diving. And the high school that I went to, that was one of the sports I played baseball, and I had scuba diving as a sport. And the teacher, the coach for scuba diving, was a cameraman for Jacques Cousteau. And thanks to him, I actually got to dive off the Calypso, which was Jacques Cousteau's ship, in the Caribbean. So, and it was kind of like a working vacation. I got to see if I can. I fall. No! Okay. Put that handbrake. Stay close. Don't fall off. Yeah. Thanks for letting me know now. And let's go down. I'm on, because that's making me nervous. I don't like heights. But anyway, that was kind of fun. I mean, that's... Did I get payment for Bryson Lumber and Coal? $75, $72. Woo, $140. Whoa, yay. Oops. Alright, slow your roll, dude. Slow your roll. Can you open these doors? That would be pretty darn cool. I gotta go over there and look at that, because I'm kind of far away. Because this might be this is definitely, Bryson's gonna be definitely my new engine hub. If I can open the doors here and park my locomotives in this shop, yeah, this is my new hub. So, how we doing? Alright, got about 3 minutes left here, guys. So, it's been a good conversation. This has been fun. You guys are good. I'll pull forward a little bit. Yeah. Now you're rolling. I think it's time for a coffee break. So definitely have to push this guy back into the, whoops, get back on there. There we go. Push him back into the yard. Yes, you can open the doors. Ah, you ruined it. Spoiler alert. You can open the doors. So I had a feeling you could. I think I was just too far away to where it wasn't, it wasn't coming up. So, all right, we're going to move this in, and then I'm going to set this car over here, save the game, and I'm going to call it. I'm going to move back, keep moving back. We'll do it the right way. Crossing that with that third one there. Yeah, don't know. Yep, guy. Set them back to normal when you're done. Actually, I'll do this one. I'll use the yard to roll around in. What I can do? I gotta get used to this, how this yard's laid out anyway. As a virtual model railroad, that was just me on the side. I'm over here standing, watching the trains move, flipping little switches, which are causing all this to move around. That's what I'm doing. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it. So we will get back into this again. I'm off for 2 weeks, 2.5 weeks. So every day I'm going to try to come up with at least at least one 2-hour video, and we'll go from there. All right, let's go ahead and bring this guy to a stop. Look at this idiot hanging on the side of the car like that. All right, so I can come down here. Okay, good. I was curious. Good, I can roll down through here. Flip that switch. Flip this one. I just gotta get used to the camera. Okay. All right, I need to, at this point, run around. We'll run around this guy right here. Come up, run around, come back, and then we'll pull him and then push into this right here, and that'll be the end of it. But, yeah. Oh, wait a minute, I was looking at the wrong thing. I got about 6 minutes, but that's all right. It's a good place to stop. So let's go ahead and I want to that up. We're going to go ahead and hit the save. With everything I've done, nothing worse than not saving your game. So little teaser for tomorrow. I've got at least run 8 coming up here tonight or tomorrow, and I've got to go set up my streaming channel for that, because you'll be seeing what my spreadsheet looks like for run 8 on that, and then also what I'm doing to set up the supply trains and how I'm going about setting up the supply trains. So I've got that. Hank, I don't know if I think I told you. I think I told you in Discord, but I did. For the current industries that I set up, I did add your new tag number. So, and it's front in line too on the list of tags. I'm putting yours right there in the front. So my hope is that I get a lot of cars for your particular for your map. Have you set up is your server active yet? That's my next thing, because I noticed that You have the job board set up for all your yards over there. I was going to jump on, maybe look around, see what you did. You did? Okay, cool. There is a switch box. Yeah, I know. I saw the videos that there is a CTC that's available for this. So computer controlled switches, or central traffic control is actually what that stands for. CTC is central traffic control, and it's an old school electronic way, kind of in the same era. So you don't have to have people. And typically, it's on mainline only. Once you get in the yards, it's all manual throw. Typically, at that point, I may still do things manually, but like I said, on this one, I'm going to go the other way. I'm actually going. So here we are. We're here in Bryson. I still have this guy sitting here. I need to move him so he can work on that. But my goal now is a lot of people I notice on their streams are going this way and trying to build out this way, going to Alarka and Hemingway and all this over here. I'm stopping at Bryson. I want to unlock all of this first. And just want to see what it looks like down here. I'm not going to go down and take a peek at it. This is where the main interchange yard is. This is I guess this is class 1 right here, maybe. I don't know. But this is typically where the class 1 come in. And so the interchange will be down here. So we're going from Silva through Dillsboro, Coe, Parkers, Wilmot, and then into Whittier. And then of course Conley that's logging, and I'm expecting, I haven't even looked at this yet, Walker's probably logging as well. So that should make for a open that up for a very busy beginning area, very busy. So, and that's my intention. In order to do that, for milestones like purchase track to Silva, which was right at the very beginning when you first come into the game and look at milestones. This is one of the first things on the list. Nobody's done. I don't see anybody who streams this have done that. So that's my next thing. Grab that. And then the next thing, diesel fuel stand here in Bryson. I've got mine in Whittier. And then, of course, Bryson Bridge to Fontana. Not ready to do that yet. And then I want to put in signals between Whittier and Bryson. Do that. So I can get the diesel stand, $262, but I'm going to hold off on that. Dillsboro, then we look at here, Larka, not yet available. All this stuff opens up once I get it. And of course, Thomas Valley to Silva, signals, Topton to Andrews, McLean to New, all these signals. Diesel fuel stand in Dillsboro Yard. So purchase track to Silva, not complete. Got to get that. Dillsboro engine service. So a lot of stuff that'll open up if I go the other way. And so I am going to go the other way. That's my plan. So cool. All right. So yes, it is. All right. I'll have to go check that out. Maybe jump in, take a peek at your server over there. Maybe run a job or 3. I don't know. We'll go do that. But yeah, I'm still setting up in and around DeWitt in Run 8, the DeWitt yard. And I still need to tweak the interchange yard at Finger Lakes so that trains coming in, how we have them tagged, will get retagged for industries. So that's pretty much what I'm going to be working on today off map, because as you can tell, when I talk, I can't talk and play at the same time. Just can't do it. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, look at that. 30 seconds left. My timer is going to go off in 30 seconds. All right, kill the timer. So anyway, once again, my name is Kurt H. This is The Lazy Farmer. And if you do like the content, please go ahead, click that subscribe button, give me a thumbs up, set the notifications so you know when I go live. And then if you know of anybody, friends or family that, even enemies, I don't care, that like trains, are train nerds, they go out and rail fan, looking for some way to scratch that Jones of not having a model railroad in their house, then please go ahead and click that subscribe button and share this thing out. I really would appreciate it. The thumbs up and all that stuff, helping my metrics out. So I appreciate everybody watching, and have a great day. Today's the 23rd, 2 days to Christmas. Tomorrow's Christmas Eve. My kids will be here. So they'll be here in the morning. Probably in the afternoon is when I might come back to run 8. So tomorrow I will do it. Like I said, I've got all next week, all the week after that, all the way up to January 8th. Then I'm off work. So I will probably be alternating back and forth between here and Railroader and Run 8. So anyway, thanks guys. Hope you enjoyed the content. And if I don't see you before then, Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, peace.